Ladies and gentlemen, Solana's rise has come again, and with that, crypto gaming on Solana is booming. Aurory is a project that has been building on Solana for quite some time and has finally released Seekers of Tokane, one of their primary games in their ecosystem. As always, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and disclaimer, this post is sponsored by Aurory, so big shout out to them for supporting the channel so I can bring y'all more videos. And let's get into it, because this project is actually an absolute beast. So Aurory is building multiple things. They are a PFP project all the way from 2021 that decided to build such a grand vision that most other crypto projects didn't think was possible. They are the crypto gaming gods of Solana. Aurory has gone ahead and released two different versions of their game. One is called Aurory Tactics, and the other one is the new one called Seekers of Tokane. Aurory Tactics is the original version. It is very tactical. I mean, obviously the name implies it. You have hex grids, you have different abilities that you can use to micromanage, you have a death zone that slowly capitulates over time to force you to get into altercations in 3v3 combat, and overall is for hardcore gamers. Now, I know everybody isn't a hardcore gamer, so they went ahead and released Seekers of Tokane. And the even cooler thing about this is that both games are part of the Aurory ecosystem, and Aurory has a token called, I mean, pun intended, no pun intended. It's called Aurory, okay? And the Aurory token is used within the entire ecosystem, and Seekers of Tokane is actually the focus, with 75% of all of their play-to-earn rewards currently going to people on Seekers of Tokane, and 25% going to Aurory Tactics. So why is there so much focus on Seekers of Tokane? Well, the grander vision of allowing people to go into these land portals and explore is something that casual gamers love. And most gamers are casual, let's be honest. When you're playing Pokemon, you're not going ahead and playing it because you're trying to do esports. 99% of people do not care about that. So Aurory understood that, and they wanted to release something a little bit more social-esque, where people can go ahead and have an open world experience and have a metric ton of fun. The cool thing about this game is that you can play it, you can earn these things called prime nafties with a small chance, right? Where you can open these with Aurory tokens, right? You see the sync burn in terms of Aurory tokens, and you can get these prime nafties which can earn OKA. And the only way to earn tokens for the most part is through these OKAs. They earn 75% of all things. You get 150 of these OKAs during every single win that you get in the PvP battle. So if you're understanding loops here, there is a land component of Seekers of Tokane, right? And there's also PvP battles that are one-on-one battles that you can go ahead and go against other people in the Aurory ecosystem. If you win and your prime nafty has OKA energy, then you go ahead and earn these, and at the end of the day, you can go ahead and earn some of that juicy Aurory tokens. It's important to understand that this is a free-to-play game that you can play right now, and I'll actually do you a solid. I've been dropping codes randomly all over the video. You're probably confused. You were looking at them and you're like, why is that even the case? Well, to enter the game, you need an early access code, and I've sprinkled 30 of them. I mean, a lot of people are looking for these, but I've sprinkled 30 codes all over this video so you can get your hands on Seekers of Tokane before other people and get into this bustling ecosystem, because Solana is not an ecosystem that you want to sleep on, and Aurory is a leader on Solana right now. Now, touching base a little bit more on their native token, AURY, which is Aurory, the Aurory marketplace is Aurory driven, right? They're using sync space to allow people to trade more efficiently. Players can hatch prime eggs, like I said before, by paying an AURY fee to get new nifty companions, which, by the way, prime nifties are the only way that you can actually upgrade your NFTs, which is important to keep in mind because the free ones can't really level up. They're also going ahead and saying that once their full economic loop is out, that they're going to be giving the power back to the gamers through governance on Aurory. Now, the team over at Aurory is stacked with an all-star team of over 70 people with varying levels of experience across the blockchain and gaming industries. They have over 400 years of experience working on established AAA game titles. So yes, in the medieval ages, they were working on AAA games. They've got people like Solana, Jump Capital, Z Prime, Ascensive Assets, and look at that, Animoca brands. And they've even attracted the likes of Magic Eden, which is a very important player in the Solana ecosystem. Now, if you're trying to become a greater part of Aurory, well, there is a AURY, which is a community hub comprised exclusively of Aurorian holders, their NFT collection. With a floor price of 15 Solana, the people on there are helping support Aurory by increasing its brand awareness. The coolest thing about this dowry is the fact that there are 9 council members who are voted in by the community every 6 months. So they go ahead and do things all the way from creating frameworks for initiatives, proposals, voting, and so forth to help further the Aurory brand. Now that we've got dowry out of the way, let's talk about lore, because in the world of Aurory, a stark division exists separating 2 distinct realms. The first is Antic, a realm plagued by oppression, orchestrated by powerful corporations that exercise absolute control. The inhabitants of Antic find themselves bound by obedience, devoid of any alternative paths. Contrastingly, there is Tokane, a clandestine and enchanting world, harnessing the extraordinary power of Aurory to flourish. This realm was brought into being by an enigmatic individual driven by desire to restore freedom and ignite hope among the people of Antique. So you can see that they're going against each other there and fighting to the death. Now, one of the cool things that Aurory is always flexing is the fact that you can play this game without a wallet. And I know, we've finally gotten to that point where it is so much easier for a regular gamer to get into these games. You can connect with a Twitter, a Discord, a Facebook, or Google account to go ahead and join the platform and the fun. If you wanted to know a little bit more about their Subcoins, which are non-tradable off-chain, these are OKA and Toki, which, by the way, that's how you go ahead and earn Aurory tokens in the game, which depends on, of course, how much effort you put into these games. OKA is the sub-currency used to reward players in both Aurory Tactics and Seekers of Tokane. In Tactics, players earn OKA for wins as long as their prime NFTs have OK energy. In Seekers of Tokane, players can earn Oka for winning PvP blitz battles as long as their NFT has OK energy. Now, Toki is the sub-currency that is currently used to reward players in Aurory Tactics who are using default NFTs provided by the game for free, or prime NFTs that don't have any OKA energy left, which that's why they get 25% of the distribution, and the people paying, they get 75%. The main form of progression in the Auroryverse is crystals. The goal of crystals is to allow all players to progress and buy items without the need to have Aurory or USD. They're used throughout the ecosystem for purchases, mostly concerning standard assets, and can be used to hatch eggs, amplify NFTs, purchase items from merchants, participate in tournaments, access certain fee-based game modes, and buy cosmetics on the shop. They're off-chain, and that's a cool thing. They've gone ahead and said, we're going to have an on-chain token, Aurory, which we can go ahead and control. And there you go. Everything else is off-chain, so we can make sure that this is sustainable long-term. And they've proven it, because they've been around for quite some time and they are still killing it in the space. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section about Aurory. I think this is a killer project that I'm absolutely going to be playing. Without further ado, thank you, Aurory, for sponsoring this video. And until the next time, stay classy. That's all.